Okay, so I don't know how much of this you'll actually be able to hear. I wrote this during my fourth period, and now I'm on the bus because my mom was making me take the bus home. So yeah, but I'm just going to read this so that I can put it on the vlog. It's just a like I said, the vlog is like my journal, and so this is just me journaling. It's just what my brain was thinking, not edited. So future Kayla, don't roast me. All right, so I'm just gonna read it verbatim. So I think what I want to say here is that I'm not perfect. I don't know what I'm doing. I've asked my friends for advice in the situation, and maybe that's where I made a mistake, but it's all I've got right now. They've said to see how long it takes for you to text me, or, you know, on your own free will. I fought it at first because we don't really do the whole, I texted you, now I have to wait for you to text me before I can respond thing. Then I decided to just see what happens, because it almost seems as if right now we're doing the whole, I text and then I wait for a response that I may or may not get. That's it, like the end. It's me waiting on you until I stop waiting and just text you myself. So now it's 3-something. I'm so loud. Now it's 3-something in the afternoon of the date that marks 1 month of us being together, and you know, officially, and you haven't texted yet. Yet being a word that I use lightly because you may not text. You see what I'm saying? Like, you're sick, and so I get that, but it also brings forward the point that you're at home doing, you know, being sick things, like sleeping, and, you know, focusing on eating, like focusing on not feeling like death. But that does mean that you're at home with your phone and you're not at school, like having to deal with classes and working on a strict schedule. Like, there's not a time constriction. I don't know. And so, maybe 1 month, you know, isn't that big of a deal to you, and maybe I'm reading too deeply into things because I tend to do things like that. Maybe I'm scared, and this is the manifestation of those thoughts and feelings in words or actions. But basically, so they're telling me to wait it out through tomorrow, to wait all the way through Valentine's Day, all the way to Friday. Miss both our 1 month and Valentine's Day without texting. And, you know, my thing is, what happens if you just don't? Now what? And at the same time, I don't know what happens if you do. Because either way, I still, like, went through the emotion and the feeling and the stress, and, like, am I supposed to address that or just leave it alone? Am I, like, it's probably almost 4-something now. If you text me at 4:02, if you text me at 5, or if you don't text at all, I don't know what I'm doing in any of those situations. I mean, I guess you'll see as soon as I do. I definitely strayed from what I wrote, because it's feelings, and I wrote this, so I don't have to read it exactly as I wrote it, but I hope you could hear any of that. I don't know who this is. I don't think anybody will be seeing this, at least for a good little bit. So 13th of February, my vlog.